I'm really enjoying the new games you guys have been playing. It's always good to have one every now and then just to get the juices flowing. I've decided to give myself a time limit on my course, like you guys have suggested, to see how it goes. So thank you for your advice. I have a quick one for you both. I've been frequenting porn sites for the last few years, and I've just found myself on there all the times of all day. Sometimes inappropriate times, like on the train or even while I'm in the supermarket.
Oh my, yeah.
I just find myself browsing it like it's a Facebook feed. I've tried to stop so many times, but I'm not sure how. Any suggestions on what I could do to fight and win these battles and stop, especially in public? I tell you, you're asking the perfect guy right here, because I said to Jamie when we got this email, when I used to work at the airport in Luton and I was waiting for the work bus to take us around, I used to stand there looking at fucking webcam websites, just and then watching stuff like that, waiting for the bus. Keeps you warm in those like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Because Dan sent me the screen. Vision this, Jim. Yeah, Dan sent me the screenshot of this email, and I go to Dan, "What kind of animal is going around the supermarket looking at porn?" Yeah, and Dan goes, "He's my kind of animal. I was at bus stops watching watching cam girls." I was like, "What?"
As long as you don't have the sound on, like that's the part where I
have your
draw the
earphones,
line. Yeah, if you've got the sound on, then fuck you.
So you're listening to the full groaning in your headphones.
Yeah.
Shopping for gravy granules.
She's getting pounded out by the fuck machine 5000. Jesus Christ.
I like this.
It does get to that point though, where you're just watching the telly and you're just going through it, like what's people been up to today. Obviously they're all knocking each other out.
Yeah.
But like you just go through like it is like Facebook. It's not even like a sex thing anymore. It's just a habit.
Are you one of them guys down
looking at
that
it.
reviews the Pornhub videos?
God no, I've never put a comment on any video ever.
Okay.
Mostly because my hands are really busy. I don't got a spare one if I can.
And as soon as they're not busy, you're filled of self-regret because it's like
I quickly switch it
post-nut
on.
clarity.
Like that.
It kicks in straight away.
See this. Lights go off.
Yeah, if you start recognizing the actresses and then like, oh, she's trying this thing now. Like if you know who the
she's
people
got a new
are,
haircut.
that's a problem.
It's like I like the
what's
angle
happened to
Lucy
her
goes in
husband?
for the doggy now. She's changed that up.
It's like
since 2008.
Kardashians, isn't it?
Oh God.
The only obviously the way I got rid of it is just occupy. It's boredom at the end of the day. Is what it is. If you're doing it outside of like gratification, it's boredom. So obviously when I was doing it, I didn't have Sabina. I was just working and did have the podcast for years of I was doing like that. But now I don't even think about it. I'm always doing the podcast stuff. If I'm not meeting dinner, I'm
busy
seeing Sabina. I'm going to work. Yeah. So I don't even think about it anymore. It's not even
Does this person have a girlfriend? Like, do they?
He doesn't say. I don't think he does because he would have put it in there.
Yeah, because if they're having sex, then it probably wouldn't be.
And there's that as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wouldn't be so much of an issue. But yeah, if you go and have sex and it becomes habit, right?
Yeah. Isn't there a thing like with addiction stuff? Like if you replace it with things. So like I know with alcoholics, they do like a lot of fitness. So if you get the urge to have a drink, you could go out for like a run. Or like, so you're trying to preoccupy your mind with something else.
Yeah. He just starts running the second he's thinking about looking at porn.
Oh no, I would just be like, I'm not going to look at porn because then I don't have to go running. I'm not running for no one. Because I'm not even going to do either of them.
If he goes the other way, he'll have to start running on a treadmill before he shags.
He can't get it up until he's gone for a run.
I need to be out of breath.
It's like,
It's like that.
Get the
It's
blood pumping.
asphyxiation, but running.
there's that whole thing as well. Like, so if you've got like passwords to websites and things like that, like get rid of all of that and stuff like that. So you're not, because obviously it learns, right? It learns what you like to look at. So like get rid of all like any users you've got, any like profiles or anything like that. Just get rid of it all, and then you won't be enticed because it's not showing you what you like. But it's hard. There's porn is an addiction. Yeah, I mean it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean turn the data off your phone as well. If you can't use the internet, then just don't use your phone.
What's that other thing, Jamie, that it said to make your phone black and white?
Yeah, grayscale your phone. If you grayscale your phone, it will. And I've tried it myself actually since we talked about it. It like halves your screen time on your phone because you're not that interested.
Yeah, because
all the apps, including Pornhub, have colours there that entice you to come back and stay on the site. So, if you grayscale
what's the magic? Is it if you make it past the first 3 or 4 days, then you've beat it? Is that the right thing?
Yeah.
So you just gotta stay. I'll tell you this, right? When we first started the podcast, and I went celibate because I was abusing myself too much. I got so much fucking done. My head was clearer. I slept better. I got up and I did things. So I tell you right now, man, if you just get that fucking kicked, you'd be better off for it because it just dulls the fuck out of you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why boxers don't ejaculate before they fight.
That was in the Fury thing when he went back home and he's like, I've been celibate for 3 days and she's trying to kiss him. And he's like, don't touch me, don't touch me.
That's what they do. It's the only way to keep the aggression and to keep your mind like straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's an extreme, right? Like this guy's not trying to fight; he's trying to buy broccoli at Sainsbury's, and he's fucking porn in the fucking aisle.
It's when you're going around the supermarket and like all the logos and that are attractive to you.
Yeah.
That's when you want to go be worried.
Yeah, this is
like old Aunt Bessie. She's a filthy bitch.
I would leave my phone at home, I think. If I'm going for a supermarket trip, just leave your phone at home.
Yeah, but your cards are on there now, and it's the future, Jamie. It's the future. I don't even know what my wallet is.
True.
I just use my card.
Yeah.
Use my phone.
I just don't pull my phone out when I'm out. But I'm not telling this guy to do that, but I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, but that's also because you have to stand still and stare
That's
at
true.
it.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm fucking blind as shit. Yeah. When I give people shit, I remember when pulling their phone out because I can't.
I remember the second time I ever went over there, he was with this crazy woman.
Oh god!
And the whole holiday, he just kept saying sorry to me because if he didn't message her back, she'd have a fucking go at him, and he'd be like, "I'm sorry, Dan," and we'd have to stop, and then he'd walk down a bit more and he'd stop, and then he'd be like, "I'm sorry, Dan." I'm like, "Dude, just text back and shut up. I don't want to fucking
talking about
just do it."
When you're younger and you have no self-respect and you just put up with shit because you're like, "Oh, I'm a piece of shit and I don't deserve any better." yeah, for sure.
But there's no fucking cure. You just got to cut back. It's annoying as well that it gets to the point where it's not even. The habit is so boring.
Yeah, it's not even fun.
It's literally just like when you.
It doesn't even feel sexual to this guy, but it feels. If someone was to see his phone screen, it would seem super inappropriate and sexual to them. Yeah. But it's not sexual to him anymore.
Oh yeah.
Which is a bit sad.
But that's why he's doing it in the supermarket, right? It's because to him it's nothing. It's not anything.
What is he wanking to then? That's what I want to know.
That's when you go down those rabbit holes, Jamie, because you need the dark stuff.
He obviously knows he has a problem because he's contacting you, right? So he knows he has to stop. He's just trying to figure. The way you stop is to say, "I'm not going to do it today. Don't worry about tomorrow or next week. Just don't do it today, and stick to that. And then tomorrow, the same thing. Yeah. I'm not going to do it today. And if you can't do that, then fuck it. You're in trouble. Best of luck. And you
just got to keep getting back on that horse. Yeah, do like 1 day a week, and then do 2 days, and then do 3 days, and if you fuck up, don't beat yourself up about it. It's only fucking porn, isn't it?
I remember when we were smoking weed back in the day, Dan, that you...
No, I didn't, Jamie. Whatever I did to you, I didn't do. You're having flashbacks. That's like, when we were smoking weed together. No, I didn't. No.
Me, my brother, and Dan were sitting in Dan's outhouse.
This is, you haven't made it any
It's,
worse.
it's getting worse. Yeah, it's getting worse. And we were sitting there talking about porn, and then we were talking about Dan was already on his pursuit of weird porn back then, and he was like, "I've watched everything,
I love
man.
that question.
I've watched everything. I've even looked at gay porn and decided I didn't like it." And I remember us being so high when he said that. Like when he said that to my brother, me and my brother just did this. We was like. And then, like, we just stayed in this position. Like,
I remember that day.
and
I always go to the
we
extreme.
was
I think
laughing,
I
but
said
there was
before,
no air going in and out. It was just great.
I always flip that on people when I think I said before. Me, Jamie, and this guy were driving up to Scotland, and he was sitting in the back, and he was like, "So what kind of porn do you guys like?" And I was like, "Mate, have you ever seen a midget riding a horse, fucking a disabled?" And I was fucking, and he tried to change the subject. I'm like, "Oh no, you've opened this now. I'm gonna keep going."
And he's the type of bloke, which I always know is a liar. Where he's like, I only watch lesbian porn. No, you do not.
Oh yeah.
There's no man that only watches
He
lesbian
like-
porn. It's impossible.
Yeah.
'Cause it's boring.
That's gay.
It's boring as
If
fuck.
you're watching lesbian porn,
And he
you're
likes
gay.
Olgins
And
as
you're just
well.
trying
Yeah.
He likes
Yeah, trying to hide it.
trying to hide it.
he likes the cougars as well. That was another thing.
I like
Same guy.
cougars.
Yeah, he likes cougars. Yeah, but yeah, no, I just go pure filth, and he just can't handle it.
Man.
That was
It's
so
funny
funny,
because
man.
That's-
in my day job, I help people with assistive technology going through vision loss. So quite frequently, I'll have to do stuff with people's phones. So I'll like on an iPhone, I'll swipe up to bring up all the tabs that are open. And a lot of people don't realize that the tabs on your phone stay open, and if you swipe up on it, it brings them all up, and you can close them. And quite frequently, I'll be like, "Oh, that guy's looking at porn," and he's like, he still has the tab open. I can fucking see it when I go on there. I have to pretend I haven't seen it. Like, it's so awkward.
I would click on it and just
I
show
would.
him it. Just
Yeah.
like, you dirty dog. This is what you've been doing.
I would just drop it in conversation.
Yeah.
I would just drop it. Yeah, be like, "Oh, you're a bit, incest, yeah. How's your sister doing?"
Oh man.
Oh,
going
so
on
you're
there?
into family strokes.
Family Talk's pretty good. And what's the other one? Sassy Sister. Is that the other one?
Don't know.
That's pretty good as well.
That's how I know Dan knows too much about porn sites.
Yeah, I don't even get to watch it anymore. I don't even know what. It's like music. When you get older, you're just like, what are these kids watching nowadays? I don't know what. I don't know what this shit is.
Jim can shut up, man, because he's the music guy. Like, if I ever I always get music from Jim. That's like half my catalogue.
It's hilarious though,
He sends me a
because I'll
fucking
fucking send shit to Danny and I'll be, "Oh mate, this band or this artist is amazing," and I'll send it to him. And he'll be, "Oh yeah." And then like 6 months later, he'll send me a new song from them and be like, "Oh, this band's really good."
Send
It's like,
it
I sent you that, you prick. And you're not listening to him. I know you're not.
But because he sent it to me, it'll come up on my feed, and I'll be like, "Oh, this is really good."
And he'll recommend it back to me. I'm like, what the fuck?
So now when I do it, I start the message with, "I found this band. You've probably sent it to me, but if you haven't, you may like it." And then I send him the video
There you go.
So,
just to cover my bases.
so what are you doing for your
But
Put
he,
a
birthday,
disclaimer in
Danny?
your own
Oh,
messages now.
He lured
Yeah.
me into a trap the other day because he sent me the new song by The Hives.
Mm.
So I went, "Oh, I wonder if they've got a vinyl coming out." And I hadn't even heard the album yet, but I bought it. It was a signed glow in the dark vinyl. It's fucking quality. I wasn't gonna go for my birthday. We were gonna go to Edinburgh with my brothers, and I wasn't gonna go because of my mortgage stuff and that. But obviously I really wanted to go. And then my brother Logan messaged me, was like, "Are we still going?" And I was like, "Well, do you want to go?" And he's like, "Yeah." So I was like, oh, "Okay." So that was my open. So we're going to Edinburgh. But I've booked us into Cocktail Geeks. They do like themed cocktails. So every few months they switch it up. So last few months was Star Wars, which I went to, which was quality. And now they're doing The Last of Us, like zombies
wow.
and shit.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, so we're going to that, and then we're going to go to NQ64 because Toby loves all his arcade machines. So it's an arcade bar. So we're going to go do that, and then we're going to have dinner with my family in the afternoon. So
That sounds
that'd
fun,
be good.
man. Yeah, sounds like a great
Yeah,
day.
I can't wait. It's weird because like when I was younger, obviously I was quite angry and shit because of being in Luton, so I didn't really get on with my middle brother. And then my little brother was always like, I didn't want my parents to have him, but when he was born, I was sort of like, he's the youngest. So this is the first proper, we're going out as a like the brothers.
Yeah.
And I get to get them drunk and get abuse from my mum for bringing my brothers back hammered. Because Logan can't handle his drink, my youngest brother.
Shit.
And then when Toby gets a beer in him, fucking hell. So my brother's got Asperger's, I think I've said about it before. So he doesn't really say anything, but as soon as you get a fucking drink in that motherfucker, Jesus.
Oh, really?
I took him, the three of us went bowling, and we couldn't drink because Logan wasn't 18 yet. He bought himself a fucking pitcher to himself, which was 5 pints. Fucking sat there, drunk it, and then you should have seen the racist shit he put up as our names on the fucking. And he was, I was like, dude, you're gonna get us fucking thrown out for this, and he's like laughing, and you couldn't. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna try and do some Instagram stuff, but Sabina's not with me, and she's quite good at that.
So it's just the three yous, no mum, just the three boys.
I let Logan's mate Carl's come in. He's a really nice guy, so it's gonna be the four of us.
Sweet.
And yeah,
That'd be good.
Yeah,
Man.
no mum or anything. That's yeah. I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna try not spend too much money, so it's lucky that Logan's a teetotaler. It'd be like one cocktail and it'd be done.
Yeah.
So, you're right. But no, so we've got this, which has been a quality fucking episode, and then my birthday. So 36 has been so far pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so it's a right